Let's start by stating the obvious. Injuries suck. In a perfect world, we'd be running out of players to talk about because everyone's healthy and thriving. Instead, we've got 9 of the top 50 fantasy players injured, and we are doom scrolling on the internet 30 minutes before tip-off to see which half of our roster is playing today. So here we are with our list of top waiver wire ads, hoping they stay healthy long enough for this video to stay relevant for a week.
Sander back in. Wallace will drive and feed. It's a three and it's right down the middle.
OKC doesn't have to play the Spurs again for a few weeks, so they're going to continue their trend of blowing out teams and resting their starters early, which is where AJ Mitchell comes in. The Thunder have the luxury of bringing in a guy who can play 30 minutes a night without seeing a big drop in performance. Over the past 2 weeks, 15.3 points, 3.4 assists, 1.1 steals with 49 and 83 shooting splits. He's consistently good enough in most categories to be worth the look. And if Jalen Williams is set to miss any time, he's somebody you want to add before your league mates scoop him up.
Bow back up top to Shed. Shed to the rolling.
Who needs a starting center when you have Colin Murray-Boyles? Since being inserted into the starting lineup, the rookie has been putting up top 65 value. He's averaging 7.9 rebounds, 1.5 steals, and 1.1 blocks while shooting 55% from the field. The Raptors took him 9th overall for a reason. His defensive instincts are elite. Brandon Ingram said he's fighting through the rookie wall better than most. He just keeps competing every single night. At 6'7", he's undersized for a traditional center, but his arms are everywhere. Scouts compare him to a young Draymond Green for his ability to make winning plays without stuffing the stat sheet. But right now, he's stuffing the stat sheet too. Toronto's front court depth is thin, and Murray-Boyles is taking full advantage. The sample size is growing, and so is his role.
Down the floor.
Sometimes hot streaks come out of nowhere, and I don't think anyone predicted Bryce being 7 points away from dropping 50 on Chicago. He scored 43 off the bench, including 21 points in the first quarter alone. The first player to do so as a reserve since 1996. That's before the Jazz discovered tanking. That's before 6'7" became a played out internet meme. That's before, well, it's just been a really long time. Now, keep your expectations in check. His recent scoring has been propped up by shooting 54% from the field, which is 10% higher than his season average. Regression is coming.
Looked like it should have been Mitchell who was the one jumping. Tyson again!
Tyson is making a strong case that he deserves 30 minutes a night, even on a healthy Cleveland team, which, between us, we're not sure exists. He just dropped a career-high 39 points on Philly on 17 shots, missing only 4 attempts all night. For the season, he's averaging 13.4 points and 5.3 rebounds while shooting 53% from the field. Those aren't elite numbers, but they're reliable. And on a team that seemingly loses someone to injury every other game, reliable is good enough.
His career high of 22, and he just got another.
Yeah, that J Huff, the one that a lot of people dropped after a handful of bad games, is back to putting up top 50 value. Over the last 2 weeks, 15 points, 1.6 blocks, 2 threes, and a steal per game. He leads the league in total blocks this season, which sounds fake, but isn't. We know the drill with Indiana. They're giving all of their guys a chance, so when you see a pattern, act on it.
Look at this transition defense.
And look at this transition.
Najee Marshall might be the only person in Dallas capable of playing 30 minutes a night without getting hurt. His name means strong warrior in Arabic, which tracks because the man played through what he called a bubble guts game and still dropped 16 points. His words, not mine. Over the past 2 weeks, 17.7 points, 4.1 assists, and 1.6 steals, giving you top 100 value. He's been one of the few bright spots on a Mavericks team that is charitably going through it.
3-point range, and they're right back in it. Hardaway tries to answer. One dribble, fires, connects.
Signing with Denver has its perks if you're a shooter who lives behind the three-point line. Tim Hardaway Jr. has taken his game to another level with Jokic sidelined. Over the past 2 weeks, 17.5 points, 3.8 threes, shooting 48% from the field. He's having the best shooting season of his career, 41.4% from 3, which has literally never happened before. But his coach said something important. If he goes 1 for 10 from 3 in the next game, I hope he goes 3 for 15 after that. He's got to keep shooting. That's his job. Green light, confirmed. Streaky shooters are streaky, but you have to respect the hot hand.
Vucevic sets the check back in next dead ball. It's Dosunmu turns on the turbo again.
Injuries mean opportunities. With Josh Giddey out, Ayo has stepped up. 16.4 points, 4.3 assists, 1.3 steals over the past 2 weeks. He's also shooting a career best 45% from 3, and he's finally healthy after shoulder surgery, which fixed an issue that had been bothering him for 2 years. Add him until Giddey comes back.
Process, getting back in a rhythm with your teammates after missing 16 games.
Anyone able to play point guard in Memphis is either injured or being petty. They gave Vince Williams a shot, but it's Cam Spencer who's thriving in the position. Over the past 2 weeks, 9.5 assists per game, 1.5 threes, and 94% from the free throw line. Here's a fun fact. In high school, Spencer had 0 college offers, so he created his own recruiting profile. Now he's starting for an NBA team while John Moran sorts out whatever John Moran is sorting out.
But it looks good.
Diabate's ability to switch on to smaller players is a major upgrade for Charlotte's defense, and it's leading to more consistent playing time. His fantasy game is limited to 3 categories, but he does enough in them to be worth a roster spot. Over the last 6 games, 9.8 rebounds, 1.5 blocks, and 66% from the field. He's not going to win you a week by himself, but if you need rebounds, blocks, and efficiency without torpedoing your other stats, Diabate is a solid low-maintenance ad.
Harassing Malik met at the top.
Mitchell Robinson has grabbed 9 or more rebounds in his last 5 games. He can chip in a block per night. He'll even prop up your field goal percentage. But if teams force him to the line in a close game, then he could damage your free throw percentage, so tread with caution with that one.
3:13 remaining. Love's had another great night. 18 points, 4 of 8 from 3. He'll dribble drive into the lane to the glass. High bank.
Caleb Love has gone from a streaky shooter with questionable shot selection to a streaky shooter who's now playing starters minutes. Shooting sub 40% from the field for the season might be enough to scare you away, but over the past month, he's shooting 44% from the field, which isn't terrible. Playing 28 plus minutes a night isn't sustainable long term, so he's only a short term ad. But a guy averaging 16.3 points, 3 threes, and 4.4 assists over the last 2 weeks is worth a roster spot while it lasts. And that is our waiver wire ads for the week. Go check your league, make your moves, and for the love of fantasy basketball, please let these guys stay healthy. Be safe out there and good luck.